we go then. We are back. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. And within the first few seconds of my live stream, I am being attacked by a wasp. Hi everybody, this is Mr. Duncan in England. How are you today? Are you okay? I hope so. Are you happy? Are you happy? And did you miss me? Did you miss me a lot? I really, really hope so. Here we go then. It is a wild and windy August day, the 17th of August 2019, and it's myself, Mr. Duncan, on YouTube, saying hello and hi to you. By the way, that's my new catchphrase. Hi to you. It's terrible, isn't it? I know. So here we go then. It is Mr. Duncan. That's me, by the way, in case you are wondering who this strange man is on your computer screen, or of course on your mobile device, just in case you are watching on your phone or your tablet or your watch or your microwave oven or your toaster or your kettle, or maybe you are looking through your next door neighbour's window and you are watching me through their window without them knowing. Hello! What a week I've had. It was my birthday during the week. I had a super birthday time. I had a wonderful birthday, in fact. Thank you very much for your lovely messages. So many people wrote to me to say happy birthday. Thank you. I am now another year older. Do I feel older? Yes. Yes, I feel a little older. So, but besides that, I'm okay. Mr. Steve treated me to a lovely trip. We went to Wales. Tomorrow I will show you one or two pictures from that trip. However, Mr. Steve did buy quite a few things for me as well. He bought me a new cooling fan for the studio because it gets very hot in there with all the lights. And also he has bought me something called a gazebo. Gazebo. What a great word that is. It is a covering, something that goes over the top of you. You often find it in a park or a garden. But this particular one is one that you can build very quickly on your own. So this particular gazebo is one you can construct very quickly. So that is what I'm standing under today. So if you do hear some strange sounds, I haven't actually put the gazebo up properly yet. So I'm still working on it. So if you hear some strange sounds, some unusual rattling noises, that is the reason why. But I must say I do like this gazebo. It's bright, it's airy, and also if it rains, my equipment won't get wet. So that's what I'm doing. Mr. Steve bought me a lovely gazebo so I can do my live streams in the garden without getting wet. And also an electric fan to keep my studio nice and cool. By the way, there is something I want to mention straight away. Ooh, dear. Ooh, I just bent down then. Ooh, ooh, my back. Ooh, ooh, ooh. If you press this on your keyboard, you will be able to watch my live stream with captions. Don't forget, if you are watching live, right now there are live captions. All you have to do is press this button on your computer keyboard, and of course you can also find the captions on your mobile devices as well. And you can have it live. Oh my goodness, isn't technology amazing? I love technology so much. Because of technology, I can now stand in the garden and talk to you live from England. Can I just say one thing? The weather at the moment is awful. It looks quite nice behind me at the moment, but we've had some awful weather during August. Now, fortunately, whilst Mr. Steve and I were away, we had some nice weather. However, after returning, it has been very windy and raining and pretty awful. In fact, I can now reveal that here in the UK we have had the wettest August ever in history. Even 1066, even way back in 1066, it wasn't as wet as this in August. So we've now had the wettest August ever. We've had so much rain, lots of flooding, strong winds, and today the wind is very strong as well. In fact, last night I had a terrible dream that my lovely gazebo blew away and landed in my neighbour's garden. Fortunately, it didn't happen, but I did have a very strange dream last night. I actually lately, maybe it's because of my birthday, but lately I've been having some very strange dreams. It wouldn't be the live chat without saying hello to the first person on the live stream. So, ooh, that is a good cup of coffee. Thank you, Mr. Steve, for my cup of coffee. Very nice. Excuse me. Okay, I'm back. So, well done to Khyber Jan. Khyber, guess what? You are the first person on today's live chat. And I suppose I should give you a round of applause. Congratulations and celebrations. You are the first person on the live stream. Also Sage, hello Sage, nice to see you here today. Louis Mendez, hello Louis, thank you very much for your photographs, and thank you also for the photograph that you sent of yourself. So now I know what Louis Mendez looks like. And can I just say, you look like a very cheeky chap, very cheeky, a little twinkle in your eyes. That's what I noticed anyway. I'm sure lots of other people have said that to you as well. You have a little twinkle in your eye. Huda says, blessed noon. Thank you very much. It is just after midday. In fact, it's 12:15. Was I late today? Was I late on the live stream? I think I might have been maybe 3 minutes late, for which I apologise. Hello, says hello to Mr. Duncan from Haytham. Hello, Haytham. Nice to see you here today. I feel a little strange because everything around me is unusual. So I do feel slightly removed from everything today because it's a little unusual here because I'm using Mr. Steve's gift that he bought for me. A lovely gazebo which is now covering me. So hello to Haytham. Oh, Mika asks a very interesting question. Whose body is it on the photograph? Well, can I just say it's not mine. It isn't my body. I was busy this morning. 7 o'clock this morning, I was in my studio creating that image on Photoshop. So yes, that is not my body, unfortunately. I wish it was. And it isn't Mr. Steve either. So I will keep that a secret. Thank you, Mika, for asking. I really do wish I looked like that, but I don't. Grace is here. Hello, Grace. I will say Grace. I will say hello to Grace, in fact. Thank you for joining me today from Malaysia. Nora. Hello, Nora. Can anyone help me how I can learn English? Well, one of the best ways to learn English is to listen to English, to watch English on the subtitles, and also to get used to speaking English. So never be afraid to say some English words. Perhaps, now here's a good idea, perhaps you could watch my videos and repeat the things I say, or maybe you can read the captions and read what I say. So there are many ways of learning English. A lot of people think that you have to sit in a classroom and learn English, but you don't have to these days because we have this amazing technology that is able to teach you in so many different ways. So there are many ways of learning any subject, in fact. But I think English is a little bit more technical because it's a practical subject. So you learn about it, but also you have to do it as well. So English is a very unusual subject. So normally you learn history or geography and the information goes into your head. However, when you learn a language, you have to learn here, but also you have to use it here and also here. So I think learning English can be difficult, but these days there are many ways of learning the language without having to worry too much. I think so. And it is all thanks to modern technology. Oh, this is a good cup of coffee. Thank you, Steve, once again. Ugh. It's starting to go cold. Sorry, I don't like cold coffee. I like my coffee hot. Hello also to Palmyra. Hello to you. Lots of regulars here. If it is your first time saying hello to me, then please tell me and I will give you some special fireworks and a little round of applause as well. Hello from Belgrade. Hello to you. Pitaj, ask grandmother for details. Thank you very much. I love your little name, by the way. Hello everyone from Belarusia. Apparently in Buenos Aires it is raining cats and dogs. Mr. Duncan, why are you naked? Asks Blues Bird. Well, how do you know I'm naked? I might not be. I might have long trousers on, so I have nothing on top. Anyway, it's not even my body. It isn't even me. I wish it was. That was one of my wishes for Christmas and also for my birthday as well. Every Christmas and every birthday, I always wish for the same thing. Can I have a big, hunky body? But it never comes true. How are you today? Oh, thank you very much. Radwan asks how I am. I'm not too bad. Had a busy week. Been away with Mr. Steve. Came back. I've been opening birthday presents. I've been preparing today's live stream. And also I have been battling the weather because the weather has been terrible this week. Really, really bad. Wednesday, lots of rain. Thursday, not too bad. Friday, lots and lots of rain. Strong winds, rain, everything. So I wasn't sure if I was going to be outside today. Fortunately, I am. If you would like to get in touch, you are more than welcome to do so. You can see on the screen right now, there is my Facebook address. Also, you can see my email address. And if you would like to make a donation, because I do all of this for free, all of my video lessons, all of my live streams, everything that I do for free. And also you can catch me at the following times. Live lessons, Saturday. That's now, by the way. Also Sunday, 2 p.m. UK time. So, yes, I am here also tomorrow. And I hope you will enjoy today's live stream. I'm only here for a short time because we are going into town. Although I don't know what we're having yet. I don't know what we are having. Belarusia says, I have a sore throat. I'm very sorry to hear that. Is it a cold? Or is it just a little soreness? Maybe you've been talking too much. I suffer from that all the time. We really like you, Mr. Duncan. Welcome back again. Thank you, Ahmad. Yes, I've had a busy week, but I'm okay. I'm not too bad. Thank you also for your late birthday greetings. Now, sometimes it is possible to miss someone's birthday, maybe for whatever reason. Sometimes you forget, sometimes you don't realise, and maybe sometimes you just hear the news too late. So quite often people will send their birthday greetings after a person's birthday, and we call this belated birthday greetings. So it isn't on the day, you actually send the greetings after someone's birthday. So we call that belated birthday greetings. So can I say a belated happy birthday to you if you are saying happy birthday to someone after the birthday has occurred? So I did receive some emails from people saying happy belated birthday. But as I always say, it's better to be late than never. Happy birthday from Mr. Prince. Thank you very much. Also Kaiba again. Congratulations again for being first. Also Rajesh. Hello Rajesh Sharma. I love you very much. Thank you very much for that. You are very kind to say so. It does look nice today, but it's very windy. It's very gusty. So now and again the wind will blow very strongly. Louis says, how do you write this name? I don't know whose name you mean. Also, but could you write it again, Louis, so I can tell you? Alderson says hi. Hello, Alderson Ferreira Cavachante. I hope I pronounced that right. Anna says, well, Anna doesn't say anything. Anna is offering me a lot of cups of coffee. Hello, Egotistical. Oh, hello, Egotistical. I like your name, by the way. It's very interesting. Some people say that I am egotistical. I don't think so. I don't think I'm egotistical. Just because I stand in front of a camera every weekend talking to the world doesn't mean I'm egotistical. Last week, I was accused of being a narcissist. A narcissist? I'm not a narcissist. A narcissistic person is a person who is obsessed with themselves, their appearance and their looks. As I said last week, I don't consider myself good looking, and I'm definitely not a hunk. Despite what my thumbnail shows today, I don't look like that. Trust me. Hello from Japan. Oh, hello there. Tai Din. Hello, Tai Din. Nice to see you. And a big hello to Japan. Nice to see you here today as well. So many people to say hello to. I think you are a nice teacher. That's very kind of you to say. I try my best to be nice. Sometimes it isn't easy. Good morning, Mr. Duncan. JC Geordie is here. Hello to you as well. Nice to see you back here. Joining me today on the live stream, it is Mr. Duncan. By the way, that's me. That is me. Let me just make some adjustments. Oh, that's interesting. Yes, very nice. Oh, yes, very good. I'm just doing some technical things here. Please excuse me a moment. That's better. I couldn't see myself on the monitor, but now I can. Hello also to Metin. Hello, Metin. Could you recommend intermediate learning English some reading books? Well, I always say if you want to learn English, if you want to practice English, if you want to learn new words by reading, I would say that, well, there are many grammar books, there are many English books that are aimed at people who have intermediate. So not high, not low, but intermediate means somewhere in the middle. Another good thing, of course, is to read maybe a story or read about a subject that you are interested in. So something that interests you. So that is a good way of practicing your English and also learning new words as well. So if you have a particular interest, maybe your interest is sport, maybe your interest is science, maybe you have an interest in motor cars, like Steve. You can read about it. You can read books about those particular things. So I always think it's more fun if you learn whilst using material that you are genuinely interested in. It does work. Hello Faiz, hello Rungsak, nice to see you here as well. I need someone to speak English conversation with me daily. Thank you Hamza. As I always say every week, sometimes I have to repeat myself. So if you know this already, please excuse me. A good way to practice English with other people is to join a group of people who are interested. So maybe you could go to an English corner, or maybe there is a school that has some extra English lessons that are free. Another good thing that you can do, here's a good idea, you can actually create your own group. So maybe you can look for other people who have a similar interest in English. Does that sound like a good idea? I think so. Hello to Iraq. Hello to you, Fiaz. Nice to see you. Hello. I am from Syria, says Ibra. Ibra. Hello to you. Mahmood says, welcome back, Mr. Duncan. Well, I haven't really been away from YouTube because I was here last weekend on Saturday and Sunday. However, I have been away during the week because Steve decided to surprise me with a nice birthday treat. He took me away to Wales and we stayed at a rather nice place. Thank you, Steve, once again. Very kind of you. What an amazing person Mr. Steve is. Hello, Mr. Duncan. How's life? It's great to see you again. Have a wonderful live stream. I will try my best. My question for you, Lilia, is how are your live streams going? Because you told me the other week that you are actually doing live streams. So how is it going? How many have you done? Have you done one or did you stop? Have you done more than one? How many live streams have you done? Can I just say, this is one of the hardest things you have to do in your life, to stand in front of lots of other people, especially when you can't see them. So I have no idea who is watching at the moment. You could be anywhere. You could be doing anything. So it is hard to present a live stream. So Lilia, please tell me how your live streams are coming along. Practice as much as you can. Maybe you can do it in front of the mirror, a little bit like practicing your spoken English. Beatrice says, Mr. Duncan, did you see the photos of the foxes? Yes, I did. And can I just say they are so cute, especially the little ones. So yes, Beatrice sent me some lovely photographs of some foxes in her garden. And they look like, can I just say, they look a little different from the foxes that we get here. So the foxes here are quite dark. Their fur is quite dark. However, the foxes that I saw in your photographs look slightly different. They look a little different. Was the bicycle that you rode yours, or was it rented? They were rented from the hotel where we stayed. We had a great time on some bicycles. But they weren't ordinary bicycles because they had batteries attached to them, and you could ride around on the bike, and the battery would help you if you had some difficulty. So if you had a bit of difficulty riding the bike, it would actually help you to ride along, which was absolutely incredible. So in the end, Mr. Steve and I, we rode for 16 miles on the bikes. So yes, we had a great time. We had a really, really good time. We took the bicycles out into the country lanes and it was great. In fact, I did say to Mr. Steve, I really would like one of those bikes. They are quite amazing. So I'm just wondering now whether Mr. Steve is going to buy a bicycle for me for Christmas. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Where is your wife? Sorry to ask, but I am so inquisitive. Whose wife? Whose wife are you looking for? And why? Judging by the background, it looks like the weather is looking up in England. Yes, it's not too bad. The sun keeps coming out. It's a little cloudy overhead, but it's very windy today. So I'm having a little bit of difficulty with the wind. Nothing new there. So thank you very much for that. Divya. Hello, Divya. I'm from India and I'm unable to understand your speech. Can you help me how to learn English like you? Well, as I've said before, it is a good idea to listen to English. You might think that learning English is just about reading, but it's about everything. So you can practice English by listening, you can practice English by reading, maybe reading the captions or subtitles. And don't forget, if you press this button on your computer, you can actually see live captions. I hope they are there today. I could always check. Shall I just check to make sure that the live captions are there? Let me just have a look. Oh yes, there they are. Isn't that great? Yes, we have live captions today. So don't forget, you can find them. And that is another way of helping you with your English. Listen, read, speak. Try to practice all of those things. I know it's not easy, but the more you do it, the more fun it becomes. And the more fun it becomes, the more you want to do it. It's a bit like presenting live streams, really. When I first started doing this, I felt very nervous. But now, I can't wait to do this. I always feel very excited. Ira says, Privet from Russia. Hello, a big privet to you. By the way, that is hello in Russian. I believe there was... did I see on the news this morning there was a plane, an aeroplane, that landed in a field after one of the engines struck a flock of birds, and then the plane slowly came down to the ground and landed. But it wasn't a normal landing, it was a crash landing. But I hope everyone is safe. I did read about it this morning on the internet whilst I was preparing today's live stream. So I hope everything is all right there with that situation. It looks as if the plane landed in a field, and it was caused by the birds. They can be a pain sometimes. So thank you very much. What a lucky thing. I've already fallen in love with your channel, and happy birthday once again. Thank you, Ira. Very kind of you to say so. Belarusia says, last Sunday there were elections here in Argentina, and I had to work all day during the elections since 7 in the morning until 10 o'clock at night. It was cold, and on Monday I started to cough. Oh, I see. So because you were out all day helping with the elections, you actually caught a chill. So now you don't feel very well. All I can say is stay warm, drink plenty of hot drinks, maybe a nice hot lemon drink, and I hope you feel better soon. Also send my best wishes to your mother as well. Palmyra, what is a gazebo? Gazebo. It is a great word, isn't it? A gazebo is a kind of small house Imagine it like a small house. Normally it will cover your head, and sometimes it will also cover your sides. But this one, the one I'm using now, is temporary. So you can put it up and then take it down. So that's what Mr. Steve bought for me. And that means I can go into the garden and I can stand here and I am protected from the wind and also the rain. So yes, gazebo. It's a great word. I hope it comes up on the subtitles. I will say it again. Gazebo. Hello from Turkey, Mavi. It's really hot in Turkey. We are about to melt. I have heard all about that. Oh, and also I saw last night on the news that apparently a Turkish pension group, I think it's something to do with the military, are actually going to buy a British company, British Steel. So as I understand, a Turkish company is actually about to buy British Steel. A British company that has been having some difficulties recently. Hello also, Funnyman TV. Hello, Funnyman TV. I like your name, by the way. Hello also to Anna. Also, Passan. Hello, Mr. Duncan. Greetings from Laos. Is it Laos or is it Laos? Beatrice says, Mr. Duncan, the foxes in my area are grey foxes. Ah, that's the reason why. That's why they look different. So yes, the foxes that we have here in the UK are much darker. They have very dark brown fur. And then normally they have a little bit of white under their face, and also at the end of their tail is also white. So yes, I love foxes so much. A lot of people here in the UK think that foxes are a pain or a nuisance, but I don't think so. I think foxes are lovely, especially when they have babies, little babies. Hello from Vietnam. Global Polyglot is here. Asma Khan. Is learning English as easy as riding a bike? Well, it is very similar to riding a bike, because sometimes you might fall off the bike, and sometimes when you are learning English you might have some difficulty. So can I just say that learning to speak English, learning to use English is very similar to riding a bike. Sometimes you fall off, but what do? You get back on and try again. You try again. Alan Gia says hi there. Hi to you as well. Oh, greetings from Mexico. Hello to Mexico. Nice to see you here today. Hello also to Nora. What is the meaning of the word captions? Well, captions just means text that's written. So a caption is just text, words or sentences that appear on the screen. So we can say captions, or we can say subtitles. Subtitles. So subtitles or captions appear at the bottom of the screen. The electric assist bicycle has been popular in Japan, even though it's very expensive. I think they are the most amazing things ever. I was so impressed. I couldn't believe how easy it was to cycle around the lanes and even on the hills. So some of the hills in the countryside, especially around Wales, are very steep. Very steep. They go up at a very steep angle. And I was really impressed with the electric assist bicycle. So it doesn't move you on its own. You still have to pedal. You still have to work, but the electric assist makes it a little easier, so it's not so hard to make the bike go forward. So yes, I really enjoyed it, and I hope maybe one day I will get an electric assist bicycle of my own. Gazebo. It's Gazebo. 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 I will write it on the screen. Just a moment. And there it is. I have now put it on the screen for you. So I hope that helps you. Gazebo. 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 Global says, Global Polyglot, I feel perky and chirpy every time I watch your videos, especially the live ones. Thank you very much. Hello, Mr. Duncan. Can you tell me the difference between pick me up and drop me off? Pick me up or pick someone up means to collect them. So you go to their house or you go to the place where they're waiting and you pick them up. You take them somewhere. Drop off is the opposite. So if you drop someone off, it means you stop the car and then they get out. So you take them somewhere and then you drop them off. So we call that a drop off. If we pick someone up, it means we are collecting a person. You can pick something up. So quite often we say pick up means collect. Drop off means deliver. I hope that has helped you. Vidraj says, hello, Mr. Duncan. Good afternoon. Hi to you as well. Komal says, hello, Mr. Duncan. Thank you very much. Rungsak. Hello, Rungsak. Nice to see you here today. Thank you for your nice message during the week. I prefer listening rather than reading. I think so. A lot of people nowadays have discovered how useful it is to listen to English being spoken. So it is a good way of creating an environment around you. And this is something I often say to my students online. It is important to create an English environment around you, even if you have no one to practice with. Sometimes it can be difficult, and I do understand your situation. But I think so. I think listening is a very powerful learning tool, especially when it comes to learning a language. Did you eat any chocolate cake on your birthday? Now, Abril, that is a very interesting question. I didn't have a birthday cake. Very unusual. Very strange, yes. In fact, I didn't even think about it until just. No, I didn't. I didn't have a birthday cake. I did not. Eshet says, hello, how are you? I understand 99% of what you are saying, but I am not able to write and speak English fluently without hesitation. Can you offer any help? Well, as I always say, and as I've said already today, to learn anything, you have to put yourself into it. You have to create an environment around you. You have to make it a part of your everyday life. Learn new words every day. Listen to English whenever you can. Even listening to English music, or maybe watching English movies with the captions or subtitles can help you a lot. So there are many ways of doing that. Does your house have a gazebo? If so, please give us a look. Well, my house doesn't have a gazebo, but I have one here. It's one that you build yourself. So I will build it and then later I will take it down again. It is temporary. You only use it for a short time. Alamgir, Palmyra, I once heard that you were visiting the Black Sea. Are you going there again? I hear that it's a very nice part of the world. Yes, very scenic. Hello, Mr. Duncan. A big hello to you and Mr. Steve. Well, you may have noticed Steve isn't here at the moment. He's busy doing other things. However, we did make a short video on my birthday. We did make a short video which is available on my YouTube channel. Hello from Nigeria. I have difficulty understanding native English speakers when they speak fast. What should I do to overcome this problem? I'm watching you live now. Thank you very much. Abu Bakar Hashim. I hope I pronounced your name right. Well, once again, as I've offered earlier, I will offer the same advice again. It is really about listening to the way people speak English. And there are many ways of speaking English. There is only one English language. However, there are many ways of speaking the language. It all depends on accents or the way the English is being used. Don't forget that there is only one English language, only one. So British English, American English, they are both the one language, that is English. Mr. Duncan, you are the best teacher. I love your videos very much. Thank you, Vinraj. That's very kind of you. I know it is late, but happy birthday, Mr. Duncan, for your birthday during the week. That's okay. As I always say, better late than never. Do you have a video about your birthday party? I hope to see that. There are no birthday party videos. I didn't have a party, really. I don't really do parties nowadays. I think I'm too old for parties. So sometimes, especially during my birthday, I like to have peace and quiet. Although, having Mr. Steve around, sometimes it is very difficult to get peace and quiet. You should have had a birthday cake, and you could then ask for 3 wishes. Well, I only have one wish, and that is to be a big muscle man. That's my only wish. You are my best English teacher. Thank you, Mima Jonah. That's very kind of you. Hello to Svetlana. Hello, Svetlana. I want to start my new group in a network, but I can't choose the right name. Can you help me? Well, there are many ways of attracting attention. If you want to attract people to your group, you can always think of some clever title. Maybe you can say English for you, or English for us, or maybe our English. So our as in possessive. So maybe our English, or maybe the English Club. So there are many titles that you can use there. So I hope that helps. What is the difference to have and eat? What's the difference between have and eat? Also talk to and talk with. Well, you talk to someone, or you can talk with someone. So really they are both describing the same action. If you talk to someone, you will converse with them. If you talk with someone, you are also talking with them. However, if you talk to someone, sometimes it can be used to describe maybe a conversation that is very important, or something that is very serious. You might phone your friend and say, can we meet tomorrow? There is something I have to talk to you about. I need to talk to you. So quite often we will say that in a very serious way. But talk to and talk with is pretty much the same thing. You are talking with a group of people. You are talking to a group of people. But of course, to can quite often be a speech that is being given as well. So if I am presenting a speech to you, I give a speech to you. I speak to you. So to speak to a person is to actually converse with them, the action of using words towards a person. But of course you can speak to someone, you can converse with someone, you can speak with someone. So there are many ways of saying that. I like you so much, dear teacher. I am Khalil from Syria. Nice to see you here. I like English since I was very young, says Mina. That's good to know. Thank you very much for telling me. Oh, that's a good one. Mika, are there any cicada in the UK? Now, a cicada is a type of insect, and it makes a very high, irritating sound, like and in some countries, quite often hot countries, tropical countries, you will hear cicadas, and they make a very high noise. Cicada. They are a very annoying insect. And to answer your question, a cicada, we don't have them here. We don't have them here in the UK, fortunately, because they can be very annoying. Congratulations to Tias. Oh, why? I haven't seen the message. Why are you giving congratulations to Tias? Tias, what have you done? Oh, here it is. I found it. Today is Indonesia's Independence Day. So congratulations and happy Independence Day to everyone watching in Indonesia. Thank you very much. Thank you also to Kamal. Hello, Kamal Shah. Can you please help me? I can understand English and speak very well, but when I speak I feel so nervous. I can't remove my nervousness. This is another topic that I've mentioned a few times over the past few weeks. Getting used to speaking English is the hardest part of learning the language. In fact, I would say it is the hardest part of learning any language. But a couple of things you can try. You can record your voice on your phone. Hello, my name is Mr. Duncan. How are you today? Hello, this is Mr. Duncan. How are you today? So you can do that. Also, you can practice in front of a mirror. I know it sounds strange, but you have to get used to seeing and hearing yourself speak English. So there are two ideas that you can try. Hi, Mr. Duncan. If I invite someone to come over, I am inviting them to sleep. Well, you can invite a person to your house. It doesn't mean they're going to sleep there. So you can invite someone to come over. You can invite them to come over to stay. So that's different. So if you ask a person to come over to see you, oh, come over tomorrow and see me. So maybe they will stay with you for a short time. However, you might say, why don't you come over and stay with me, or stay over? So if we say that, then it means that the person will stay with you overnight. You will spend the night together. Ooh la la. Guadeloupe, I love your spontaneity and the clear way you use words. Thank you very much, Guadeloupe. I try my best. And that's one of the reasons why I enjoy doing this. So the reason why I love doing this is because it is spontaneous. You are not listening to English that has been written down and is being read. This is natural English. I'm just speaking straight from my head. Some people say that there's not much there, which is not very nice. Hello to Tias again. If I'm not wrong, Thailand is the only country in Southeast Asia that was never colonized by another country. Yes, well, Thailand also has a royal family as well, a bit like here. Hello, Kamel. Yes, learning to use English with other people, especially spoken English, can be difficult, but there are ways to improve your confidence. I will be back tomorrow, by the way. I am going in a couple of minutes, so I'm only here for 1 hour, but tomorrow I will be back. I will give you the details now. There they are on the screen, look. So on Saturday, you can catch me live from 12 midday, lunchtime, UK time. And on Sunday, tomorrow, I'll be with you from 2 o'clock. If I seem distracted, it's because some very strange things are happening over my head. So tomorrow I will be with you from 2 p.m. UK time, and hopefully next week there will be a new full English lesson. A lot of people have been complaining, saying, Mr. Duncan, why has there been no new full English lesson? It has been a very strange couple of weeks. One of the reasons, of course, is because Mr. Steve is on holiday. So Mr. Steve isn't working at the moment, but next week he will go back to work and then everything will return to normal. Also, some good news next week. The weather, apparently, the weather next week is going to be quite nice. I hope it is. So then I can do some filming for my new full English lesson. I'm going soon. Thank you very much to Palmyra. Mr. Duncan, if you disappeared from YouTube one day, it would be a big disaster for many people. Thank you, Palmyra. I've never thought of that, you see. Sometimes, especially in the past, I have thought about quitting. I have thought about going away for various reasons, which I will not go into at the moment. But yes, I'm not planning on leaving YouTube. I'm not going away from YouTube. But these days, it is very difficult being a YouTube publisher. It is quite difficult to do for many reasons. Once again, I won't go into the reasons, but there are some reasons. Thank you for the live stream. We will see you tomorrow. Thank you, Belarusia. What do you say when you want to ask someone what time it is? Can you tell me what time it is? Excuse me, can you tell me the correct time? Excuse me, do you have the correct time on you? Do you have the time? Thanks for today's lesson. Thank you, C. Pearl. Very nice. I like your name as well. Bluebell, thank you for today's English lesson. Learning English is not a piece of cake. It is not. If we say that something is a piece of cake, it means that it is easy to do. So maybe something that you find easy, or something that you find very easy to learn. You can say, learning to drive was easy. It was a piece of cake. There is a fly. Is it a fly or a bumblebee? Something is buzzing around my head. I hope it doesn't sting me. So I'm going now. Adriana, thank you very much. TS, see you tomorrow, 2 p.m. UK time. And of course, if you want to keep in touch with me on YouTube or on Facebook, well, there is my Facebook address, also my email address. And if you would like to make a donation, you can do. Don't forget, everything I do for free. So your donations will help me to continue this forever and ever and ever. It's time to say goodbye. I know, it's terrible, but I am going now. Thank you, Ovgun. You are a force to be reckoned with, Mr. Duncan. I'm glad we have you. That's very kind of you to say. Wow, what a lovely compliment. Thank you. Yes, sometimes it is difficult to make a recorded lesson every week for various reasons, especially around here at the moment because the weather has been bad, and also sometimes it is very noisy as well for many reasons. But Mr. Steve will be back at work next week, so everything will return to normal here. Hello to Spring Flower. Oh, hello. And also to Suzanne Sarah. Hello, nice to see you here today, and I hope you will join me tomorrow because I am about to say goodbye. Tomorrow, will you explain the meaning of reckon? Well, the word reckon just means work out. If you work out something, it means you reckon, you think. So maybe you think about something, you try to come to a conclusion, or you try to come to an answer. Or maybe we express something that we think. We reckon. To work out something, to figure out something, quite often in our heads. Thank you from Tenerife. Oh, thank you, David. Thank you, Global. Thank you, Alamgir, and I will see you tomorrow. I am definitely going now. This is Mr. Duncan in the birthplace of English. I will see you tomorrow, don't worry. 2 p.m. UK time. And of course, you know what's coming next. Yes, you do. Until tomorrow, this is Mr. Duncan saying thanks for watching. Hi. And there is my personal helicopter. Thank you. Just land over there. That's it. Just land over there. Thank you. So that my personal helicopter has come to pick me up. So I'll see you tomorrow. And of course, you know what's coming next. Yes, you do. Until tomorrow. Ta-ta for now.